Eid al-Fitr, a sacred celebration marking the end of Ramadan, observed with prayers, charity, and acts of kindness, a time when Muslims are reminded to give, to share, and to uplift those in need.
Eid al-Fitr is a ceremony, is a prayer, is something that actually calls for sharing of wealth with those ones who doesn't have it, and then in that way, those who doesn't have it will feel that yes, they belong to, and they live together.
Beyond the festivities, Commandant General of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Abubakar Audi, says the true essence of Eid lies in building compassion, strengthening bonds, and fostering a sense of belonging among all Nigerians. But beneath the celebration is a growing concern. Nigeria, he warns, is facing an increasingly complex and dangerous security situation, one that demands awareness, caution, and collective responsibility.
People should be very, very security conscious. People should move with alertness. People should be wary of their environment and then where they visit, whenever they are relaxing or they are celebrating. In that way, people should also report, suspicious movement of people.
Security agencies, however, insist they are not relenting, working more closely than ever through coordination, cooperation, and collaboration to address emerging threats. Yet, Secretary General of the Association of Foreign Relations Professions of Nigeria, Rilwan Mustafa, says this kind of conflict, often unpredictable and asymmetric, has destabilized nations across the world, and Nigeria is not immune. From global tensions to regional unrest, leaders are drawing lessons, warning against arrogance, unchecked power, and disregard for moral responsibility.
Nobody should be powerful and arrogant to yourself that you have all the power to do whatever you like. To ride it roughshod on those who don't have as greater power as you are. So that is an important lesson. Look at what is happening. A common Iran giving America and Israel that much problem. Nobody, even America was shocked. They were surprised that Iran, who is Iran? So it could happen like that. That is the will of Almighty Allah. Nobody should have something and you become arrogant. It's a big lesson, not only for us, but for the global community.
He points to history, where powerful nations once thrived only to fall. A reminder, they say, that leadership must be guided by humility, justice, and accountability. And for Nigeria, a message of hope still remains.
Nigeria will rise. You will recall that Nigeria was not like this before. 60, 70 years ago, Nigeria was better in the global community than what we are today. We can still reclaim that glory if we do the right thing.
He further calls for unity beyond religion, tribe, or background, emphasizing that all Nigerians share a common origin and a shared future.
Let's be united. Let's show real love to ourselves, and we shall prosper.
As Ramadan comes to an end, another reminder: its lessons must not end with it. Discipline, sacrifice, patience, and devotion must continue in everyday life.
Ramadan is not an end on itself, it's a means to an end. So it means the lesson we have learned this Ramadan, we should apply it so that we can work together, we can think together, and we can have victory together.
The challenges facing the nation are real. From insecurity to division to economic strain, the National Chief Imam of the Al-Habibai Islamic Society, Abuja, Imam Fawd Adeyemi, says unity is no longer optional, it is necessary. And for government, the message is direct and uncompromising. Security must come first.
The number one duty of government is security and welfare. All other things are secondary in the constitution. Government should know that we will mark them by the success or otherwise of the security level in each of their regime. That they should understand that if we concentrate only on security and our country is secure, we are sure of prosperity. But when there is no security, no matter how intelligent somebody has, no matter how rich somebody has, it will not last.
Retired Major General Abbas Adekonye, on the other hand, says without safety, there can be no growth, no investment, no stability. But that responsibility does not lie with leadership alone. Citizens, too, are being urged to reflect on their role in nation building.
It's not just about bad leadership, it's about even bad followership. I tell you, yes, I agree. We have some bad leaders who are not who are not doing their best to help the society. But we have good leaders too. And so if we have good followership, the country will be better. Now, for instance, the government will provide solar lights along the street. If somebody goes there to remove it, and who are the people removing it? Is it the leaders? It's the followers, the bad followers who are going to remove this manhole on the streets, on the road. Look at how dangerous it can be for you to remove a manhole. A car owner is coming and it drops into that thing and he has an accident. And then you blame leaders. And the unfortunate thing about it is that everybody keeps on blaming leader. Have you checked yourself as a follower? Have you done the correct thing? Look at traffic offenses in Abuja. In fact, if I have the opportunity of talking to the Minister of Federal Capital, I will tell him to look at the area. How can you generate money? You don't have to talk about just land. There are areas, the money you can make from traffic offenses in Abuja is enough to develop Abuja. Look at those. One thing, it's like killing a bird with two birds with one stone. It will bring discipline. It will bring sanitation to the road. Look at how people drive recklessly anyhow. They jump traffic lights because their people are not patient. If people are patient, they do the right thing to help the people. So if the government can come up with something that a mechanism where everybody you commit an offense, you are punished for it. Like in some other crimes, what they do is you have tickets, you have camera where they pick you, they give you a ticket. If after 3-4 days you don't go to settle the government, they'll come and arrest you. Sometimes you can even go to prison for it. We have a lot of laws which we are not implementing in this country. And it's not just because about the leaders alone. Yes, we have bad leaders in some cases, but we have bad followers too.
From reckless driving to the destruction of public infrastructure, everyday actions, they say, contribute to the nation's struggle. A call for accountability, not just from those in power, but from every Nigerian, because at the heart of it all is peace. Without peace, there is no worship, no celebration, no nation.
If there's trouble in Nigeria, even that your religion cannot practice it. You can't go to the mosque if there's war. I've been to operation areas. I've seen war. In an operation area, you cannot even move for 500. Sometimes you cannot even come out of your house. If there's trouble, you cannot go to church to go and worship on Sunday. And so what type of society is that? So the best thing is to have peace in this country, and that's when we can have development.
A powerful reminder this Eid, beyond prayers and celebration lies a deeper responsibility to build, to protect, and to unite.